Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Khamzat Chimaev recently gave fans an update on his YouTube channel. He says the UFC doesn't want him to fight Alex Pereira because they know he will smash him. Khamzat said, "Of course I want to fight for the title. They said after Gilbert Burns, maybe you fight for the title. I said okay, maybe I didn't trust that time, so I knew. Then after I fought Kevin Holland, after that they said maybe go for the title. This didn't happen. These guys know it's an easy fight for me. They don't want to give me the chance to smash that guy. We're going to fight somewhere. I don't know where we're going to fight. The first time they said London, then Las Vegas, then Brazil, then Australia. I don't know which country is the next one. Yeah, we're ready." Belal Muhammad recently trolled Leon Edwards on Instagram. Belal said that he has more ranked fights than Edwards and should be next in line for a title shot. Here's the clip.
What's up, guys? Trying to get better with this editing, so decided to create this small video. Just talking about how Leon sucks.
You absolutely suck!
I deserve the next title shot. How I have more ranked wins than the current champion, and I'm tied with the former champion with ranked wins. I should be fighting for the belt in London. Leon sucks.
Alexander Volkanovski is set to face off against Islam Makhachev in around 4 weeks. Recently, Beneil Dariush gave his opinion on how he sees the fight playing out.
It's hard not to lean towards Makhachev. He's bigger. He's got the range. He's got grappling. He has very good grappling in fundamentals. And I haven't really seen enough of Volk's grappling, to be honest with you. I haven't really watched enough of it. So it's hard to say, man. I'm leaning towards a decision for Islam, but it could be Volk, bro. He could be hard to take down. He could be able to get back up and then patiently just wears out Islam on the in the stand up, you know. But yeah, I'm right now I'm leaning towards Makhachev.
Charles Oliveira has posted new training footage at the UFC PI in Las Vegas. Here's the clip. A few days ago, welterweight Mike Jackson confirmed he has been released by the UFC, even though he had one fight left on his contract. In a recent interview, Mike Jackson said his release has nothing to do with the fight he had with Jake Shields at the UFC's PI. Mike Jackson said he wants to box Jake Shields in a proper setting, as he felt he couldn't defend himself properly during their scuffle. "My mindset wasn't to beat up Jake Shields, it was to not get punched in the face. So he's in my DMs talking a bunch of nonsense, but then his tune changed. He was like, 'Do you want me to come to Houston to box? I'll come box you.' I haven't responded yet, but that's my new thing. He's going to come to Houston, or we're going to find somewhere to meet and I'll beat him down for what he did." Sean O'Malley and coach Tim Welch discussed the outcome of a potential MMA fight between Nate Diaz and Jake Paul.
Real quick, back to the Nate Diaz, Jake Paul. Who would win in MMA? How would that look in MMA?
Nate
would probably choke him.
Yeah, once he grabs a hold of him, he ends up. Nate could pull guard. And then Jake's he's gonna entangle his legs. He's gonna do something where Jake's just very unfamiliar.
Yeah.
Dude, Nate trains with the heavyweights and he gets slapped around. You know what I mean? He's a guy that takes the punches and points at you.
Well, Jake was saying, he's like, I upset boxing. I did all this. Now it's time for me to upset MMA. It's like,
so he's actually planning on moving to MMA.
He said it in the video. He's like, I'm ready to upset MMA. And I was thinking, I'm like, you know how long it takes to get pretty good at boxing. If someone's you train 3 times a week consistently for 2 years, you're gonna be probably good in 2 years.
Yeah.
Not as
if you're an
good
athlete.
not as good as Jake, where he can show up in a big arena.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and
he's
stay
like,
composed and then fight Anderson Silva.
yeah.
But I mean, how long does it take to develop wrestling? How long does it take to develop how to stand up on the cage? How long does it take to how to stand up in the open?
Yeah.
Not get your guard pass. Figure out if you're on your back, figure out a place to not get hurt and damaged and not let the guy pass and then take your back and submit you easy. It takes years. Like compared to someone who's like Nate, who's been doing it for 15, 20 years of jiu-jitsu. You grabs a hold of Jake, it's going to be bad.
Michael Bisping spoke about the recent news that Khabib Nurmagomedov is aiming to retire from coaching MMA. Here's what Bisping had to say.
It is not a part-time hobby. It is not something that you do willy-nilly. You know, you don't pick it up and put it down. These people that are fighting for their living, if you're their head coach, they depend on you. They look to you for leadership, for guidance, for mentorship, for techniques, for training, strength, whatever you call it. It's all on the coach. So you've got to be all in. And he was, but clearly he's taking up far too much of his time and he's walking away from the sport. So, I mean, he'll always be known, 29-0. The greatest of all time? Certainly the greatest lightweight of all time. I don't know about the greatest of all time. Certainly, you know, he does have a claim to that. The problem is that his record is 29-0, which is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, no one's ever done that. No one's retired undefeated, I don't think. Certainly not at the levels that Khabib was.
Terrance McKinney joined Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour, and the pair discussed Paddy Pimblett's outrageous claim that he deserved a performance bonus for his fight against Jared Gordon. Then they went on to discuss a potential fight between McKinney and Pimblett in the future.
Again, to use the word I've used on the show already today, defiant he was about like the criticism or the scoring. Like he thought it was the fight of the night. He thought there was no chance that you could score. Like, did that surprise you?
Yeah, man. That's crazy. He must have been hanging out with Sean O'Malley a lot lately or something.
Man.
He must think he's still undefeated.
Do you think there is any chance, honestly? I know you've been trying to get this one for a while. You win this fight. Do you think there's any shot of you versus him, of them booking it?
I think they get it done after this fight for sure.
Really?
And I'm doing him a favor. I'm cutting weight 2 times super close together, you know? This is his best chance to ever beat me.
It was announced a few days ago that Kelvin Gastelum would have to pull out of his fight against Nasruddin Imavov following a mouth injury. Henry Cejudo shared a phone call he had with Gastelum following his trip to the dentist, where he received stitches that ultimately ruled him out of his fight. Here's the clip.
Oh yeah, which tooth?
One of my front teeth.
Whoa, your front tooth, like so you're gonna have to get a veneer then.
So I went to the dentist. They put it back in, and they showed me. They put stitches in my mouth.
So what's gonna happen with your fight?
I mean, we're gonna have to, because I can't fight like with the stitches in my mouth.
I mean, if anybody can, you know, you're the Mexican.
No, they said it would suck. It would suck extremely.
Damn, that's unfortunate, bro.
Bro, yeah.
So,
I just talked to Ollie, and I think he already talked to Hunter Campbell, and already pulling me from the fight.
do they know when they would actually like postpone your fight?
I don't know.
Yeah, you need to fight as soon as possible, dude. I'm thinking like, when's the next card other than this one? Rio.
Rio, man.
Rio would be perfect, man.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.